Now the next video is something I didn't really know much about, and well, you'll have seen from the thumbnail what they are. I'm trying to hold them the right way around. You can see I have two of these Miniverse dolls. Now these were from our B&M, and top of my head again, B&M are really good for this because I know the mini bags are only £6.99, and I think these were about £6.99 each as well, whereas some stores you're paying £10 for these, which makes a big difference. Now I didn't know a huge amount about them. It was really when I saw somebody's Instagram, and it was actually wave 2, which I really want, but we haven't got yet, so I can't do anything about that. So I found these and I thought, well, I'll have a go, see what they like. I get the impression it's not like others where you just open it and ta-da, there is an item there. I think you have to actually, my glasses are sliding down my face again. I think you actually have to make them, and I know with season 2 it looks like there's a resin element as well, because if I have a look, does it say anything about age? It will do somewhere. It does say 8+ on here, so obviously you have to have an element of dexterity and knowledge to be able to do them. Now the only thing I will comment on though, when I saw this person do it on Instagram, I thought, oh, how cute is that, it's really amazing. But when I started to read the comments, I was a little bit cross because people were being quite negative. It was a little fish tank and it was gorgeous. Because the resin, obviously, you can create bubbles with resin. It just happens. It's a nightmare, especially if you're trying to do a big area. But yes, it can cause bubbles. And people were criticising this person for not getting rid of the bubbles and, oh, well, they've not done that right and things like that. And I thought, how mean? I mean, does it matter? If the person's enjoyed making it, and to be honest, as another person pointed out, well, they are fish in there, they make bubbles, so it actually worked out perfectly. So if I make bubbles, if that's what's in these, I don't know, I make bubbles. It's about having a bit of fun. It's about enjoying yourself. They are designed for children. Let's think about that as well. But as adults, we can enjoy that. I'm hoping these are going to sort of fit. I did that because my Cindy house is over there. I'm hoping they're going to fit with that 1/6 scale, or because I have dolls' houses, it doesn't matter if they're a bit smaller. So it's going to be a little bit of fun. But I think, you know, let's just be nice to each other. There's really no need for it. It is just done for a bit of fun. And I don't know, I might get lots of bubbles. I don't even know whether it makes bubbles. We will see when we go top down. So, which is what we're going to do next. If you enjoy my channel, don't forget to please like, subscribe and share. And let's go top down and actually see what's in one of these. I will see you in a second. Let's have a look what these are about. I don't know about you, but I know absolutely nothing about these. As I mentioned, I saw somebody do a video, so I started to look, but we can't get season 2 here yet. And then we went shopping. I went into a B&M store and I saw these. They were about £6.99 each, which I think is a good price, really. So we all know what these things are like. I mean, this isn't Zuru, is it not? I don't know. MGA. It's MGA who've made this, and it is Miniverse. The next season looks great. There's cactuses and all sorts. I'm not quite excited about that. This one looks like it's some sort of cereal bowl. Don't know any more than that. Again, MGA. This one's sort of cakes and milkshakes. There's a surprise element, of course, but I think there's more of a making element because, as I mentioned, the age, where did it say the age? It's an 8+ product. So this isn't for your little one just to open and get a surprise item. This is something that you do need to do something about. And well, I think the same person who made the Zuru ones have made these, because they've got this annoying way of getting into things. Let's see. That's not actually that bad. It's come off relatively quick. It just says, looks so real. Drinks, fruit salads, pastries. That's what this one is. And that's just in different languages. We've got another peely bit. It doesn't want to peel. I'm sure that should go straight down, but it's not happening. And we have lots of little bits inside. Well, they certainly make you work for it. Ta-da! Totally different sort of look to the ball. This seems to be another layer. This can't be right. They don't really need 3 layers. I wonder if you can use this. It looks like it might be something you'd use, because it looks like a proper little sort of case and a little hole in the top. I wonder if there's something you do with them. So should we see if it pops? Yep, it pops. And we have all our little items inside, which I'm not going to look yet. We'll pop that to one side and let's see. I don't know what all these leaflets are. I think that's a slight overkill, the leaflets. Let's have a quick look what they are. I presume there are instructions and probably in each language. Let's have a look. Yes, because look, you can see the different languages along the top. So I need that one. Don't need those 3. It's good that it's in lots of different languages. A little card that says good morning. I don't think it's a sticker or anything. It's just a little card. So that's cute to say good morning. And this is to tell us. I said I was going on to this one. I got distracted again. I'm the how to do whichever one we get. So those are the selections. So these are all predominantly milkshakes, boba drinks, fruit salads, donuts, things like that. So we'll wait and see what we're going to get in that one, because I want to just at least partially open this. Same information as the other one. The age limit is a little bit older. It looks, I can sort of feel the texture. I think it's going to be almost the same sort of packaging as the other one. I'm having a fight here, aren't I? Let's get these scissors on it. These poor scissors. These are actually my embroidery scissors. My scissors do get used for things they shouldn't get used for, really. Oh, that came off relatively easy. So where's the next one? The little arrow telling me where to go. It's got diner written all over it. The way it peels, I suppose this is supposed to be fun. It's sort of peeling all the way around, and a bit past the parcelish or something like that. As they are designed for children after all. We're all right moaning, but they're not designed for us, are they? They're designed for kids. So yes, the packaging is the same, and again the same with this little hole in the top. So I'm sort of wondering whether they join or something. Careful not to get these mixed up. Now these again, I presume they're the same, so we'll choose the right language. We need that one. We don't need that one. Looks like there's a stand in there, so I think these might join. And our details, depending on what we get. Now, it sort of looks the same. Well, no, there's sort of boba drinks and things, the bubble teas and things, whereas these are milkshakes and ice cream sundaes and cakes and pastries and things like that. So it's a little bit different. So where do we start? We ought to go back to this one. There are lots of little packages. It does tell me to read it first, but this is me we're talking about. Table assembly. So doesn't seem to be a table in this one though, or is there? What's this? That has a tiny weeny spoon in it. So we'll get rid of some of these bits. Lots of packaging for a tiny spoon. So we have a tiny spoon. We have a set of tweezers. I think that is because when you're putting the things together, they're so tiny. And that looks like it's going to be the top of one of them, but I'll not push it in yet in case I'm wrong, and then I can't get it back out, but I think that's what it is. Tweezers, and so my nice pile of bits over there. What else have we got? There's a little bowl. So does this mean I've got an ice cream sundae, or perhaps a cereal one? That'll be quite cool. So yeah, that would do for a Cindy size one. So, oh, I'm throwing it about. There's more there. So that's my little bowl. Is this my little box of cereals? How cute is that? There's actually the rings in there. They've even done it like a proper little cereal box. Even got a barcode and everything. So yeah, that's cute. I get that. That's cute. So what is this? This is, it says keep cool. So we have a little milk pot, which again, it looks like I can use these boxes afterwards as well to go in the displays. So let's see what it says, because to me that looks like it's the instructions for that one. Here we go, the back of them. We have our cereal bowl. Not quite sure what I'm doing with that yet. I'm sure it does have a use because there's a table there. So this is going to be a real bodge job, this. So I have this tiny little bowl, which is really sweet. I have some little tiny cereals. Just look how tiny they are. I mean, they're cute. You cannot deny that. So we have, let me read this right way round. I took all my bits out. That's okay. Now, I'm not sure how this reads. This is mine. I think this is mine. They're sort of indicating this goes in first. Now again, a little sign to say it is not to be consumed. Of course it's not. It doesn't come off. Does that come off? Ah, it's stuck to my fingers now. There's a little arrow. Right, so does this lid come off? Now you must get into this somehow. I think you have to take the whole packaging off by the look of it. Just, I sort of wanted to keep the bottle as it was. I suppose I could sort of print out. I don't think that's gained me anything, has it? This top must come off. I'm worried that it is something that is loose and I'm going to get liquid everywhere. Oh, tweezers. I think I need pliers to get into this. This is not playing. Come on, there must be a top that comes off because that doesn't unscrew, and the only other way of getting into this is pulling this top bit off. Does it? I'm trying to pull it off and it's actually a screw. Don't do what I do. Oh dear. Right, it screws off. Yes, which is quite good. So I could have probably left some of that labelling on. Then we have another little tag. So what is in here? This is not going to pull. Now, if I was doing this as milk or something else in my own house, I would probably get my teeth on that. But I don't know the contents of this. I don't think that's going to pull it because I think that's Snoof's ornament. I might have to just pierce a hole here. So again, if you've got this for children, please be careful. Because I don't know what the liquid in here is, whether it's a sort of a resin or something like that. Right, I need to get that off my brush, my scissors now. So we have, do we pour some of this in? I think, let's see. Yeah, look, I think it's like a resin that doesn't want to come out. Big squeeze. Now, I would have imagined these would go in a bit by bit. Because if you had a cereal, some of it would be sinking, wouldn't it? So, some cereal. They are cute. I do like those. And then a really hard squeeze. It doesn't want to come out. I mean, it is milk coloured, and I'm presuming it's some sort of resin that will sit. Now, again, I can see why the other person had so much trouble doing that bit. Now, do I use the actual little spoon? I'm going to use the little spoon to sort of spread it around. I think perhaps you should have a cloth or something with you when you're doing this, because I don't want some of that going everywhere. And then some more. I'm just going to pour them all in, to be honest. And then the little spoon to push them down, because I'm presuming if it's going to set, oh, as you can see, oh dear, this is an 8+. You're going to need to sort of set them, if you know what I mean. Now, I think they've set the spoon in as well. I don't think I want to do that. I do want to try and clean that off though. I've got a little cloth here, so I want it a bit neater than that. There we go. So I've cleaned the bowl off. So that is a little bowl of cereals, which I'm not quite sure why I have the tweezers, apart from to maybe move them around, so I don't know where you want them. So yeah, you can see how you can see this sort of cereal through the bowl all the way around. There's another bit there I don't want. I want it to be nice and clean for if and when it goes into the cinder house. I presume you could probably get some of that off afterwards. But yeah, it's simple to do, but a little bit messy. Perhaps if I read the instructions properly. I know I'm bad. I am not an instruction reader, and I really should. I don't know if there's any more stuff in there. I think what I'm going to try and do is clean that up and use this. Maybe try and make a little milk cover for it, and I think that would sit in my cinder house. This, as I say, I'm pretty sure it clicks in there, and I have no idea what to do with it. Now, should I set the spoon in it? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. There. So I've got my spoon in my cereals. Now, do we just leave it? It doesn't say. It says 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, 5 to 10 minutes even. If it would help if I read it properly, wouldn't it? 5 to 10 minutes. Does that mean it solidifies in 5 to 10 minutes? I don't know. We'll put it there. This can be used again. Nasty bit of cardboard. So we can have a cereal box sat on the side. So yeah, that's okay. It's simple enough. Whether I've done it right, it's a different matter. Right, so read instructions before you do anything. Again, I think you just put this together. Is it a way of sort of displaying your products? We will see, because there's definitely no table in mine. There's a table in that one, but not in the smaller one. See if there's anything else on here. Before you start, you should always read before you start. Right, contents includes cover play area to prevent resin damage to surfaces. Good idea. An adult must be present. Resin bottle will have a foil seal. Once open, you need to store it out of sunlight because obviously it'll solidify because it being a resin. Any more tools may be required to remove this foil seal. Yeah, we found that one out by accident. Highly recommended to wear gloves and eye protection while using resin. Gloves and eye protection are not included. It is recommended that you set the resin in direct sunlight. Okay, so yes, I found out the wrong way, but at least you'll know in the future if you're doing it. I'm still quite pleased with it. That's cool. That's cool. So I can use those things. Now, this is the other one. And what have we got here? A little letter M for whatever. Miniverse, isn't it? A little table, which is sweet. I'm not quite sure. A little coffee table, I suppose, sort of Cindy size. And I've still got bits stuck to my fingers. We have the same as we got before. So I think I might leave that in the packaging because I've already got one there, haven't I? But the top for this is in there as well. Now, which have I got? That's going to be the question. Made fresh. I don't know what the first bit was. Oh, what have I got? Cake cubes. All right, that's cute. I like the packaging. That can be reused. And we have, oh, they're cute. Look, little strawberries. So what we got? Happy Sun Farms, it says. It's full strawberries and some sliced strawberries. So I like that. This is, once again, a spoon. Why you need packaging that much for a spoon? You could put the spoon in with the tweezers or something, couldn't you? I know you're supposed to be opening bits and getting excited, but a bit of resin on my table there. I have to get that off. But some extra packaging's really not necessary. So what's this then? So I must have a container somewhere. This feels like, I think I have a milkshake or a, maybe, what would you call it? Oh, that's a nice size. Again, that'll work nicely for Cindy. So in this one, it has to be our resin or something of that type. Yes. So again, a nice little bottle. This time I know not to rip the cover off and hopefully just be able to get this off. I'm not sure. Now, presumably we screw that off and we screw that on to pour in our contents. Let's have a look at the, I don't think the instructions are going to be any different really. Dun, 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 dun. Make it. Again, the rules are going to be the same as far as resin, etc. is concerned. Build your dish. I can't speak. Build your dish or drink using the ingredients step by step. Set it. Okay. So I don't know whether my camera's still working because it's just gone dark. I hope it is because I need to video this because otherwise I'll have made it and then. Oh, that's a doily. That's a little doily that would go under your milkshake. So we have this one. It's a strawberry parfait. So our strawberry parfait on the other side should have some instructions. It's got to be there somewhere. Which side the strawberry parfait is there. So it's this one here. So basically you're dropping some cubes in. You put some resin in, drop some cubes in, put some resin in, etc, etc, and you're just basically layering it up. So yeah, the idea is very cute. So let's see if I can not make a mess of this. I do like the little containers. I say I will try and keep these so they can go in Cindy's cupboards. I'm trying not to break them. So we have some tiny cubes. I'm going to put all this on the table, and we have some tiny strawberries, which are really cute actually. I do like the strawberries. And we have our resin bottle. Now, like the other one, it has the peely-offy bit, which, as it does mention in the thing, tools might be required, and I can see why, because they don't want to go. So I'm going to be really naughty again and use my scissors. If I can just pierce it enough for it to come out properly, because it was hard to squeeze out of the other one. There is a bit of resin. I had to get it off my scissors quickly. I like the fact you've got this squeezy bit. You know, it is making it almost real, but I can certainly see why it's not suitable for under a certain age. Does this squeeze in easier? Now this squeezes in easier, so that is good. So we'll drop some little bits in, and shall we drop some little strawberries in? I think I'll save the big strawberries for the top. So, and then we put a little bit more in. Much easier to actually apply this one. Some more cubes, some more bits of strawberry. I presume there's enough resin to take it to the top. I'd like to think so. I'm presuming also this resin, would it go clear? I don't know, because I can't see. I'm getting resin on my fingers. You really shouldn't do that. This is where the gloves would have come in handy. So I'm going to pop some more of those in. Some more strawberry pieces. Again, you've got your tweezers. Perhaps you should be using them to push them into place, but I don't really think they gain you that much. And some more. And I presume, put on the little table, this is the last bit of resin. And I hope this is the last bit of my camera. It is still on, but I can see it is going. So I'm just going to push this resin about. You can see it's not gone all the way down. So this is where it gets a little messy. I'll put that on there. So I'm just going to pop a big strawberry in, a little strawberry in, couple of cubes, my other big strawberry, and I think I might leave it at that. So I'll take a photo of them when they're done. I was sort of hoping it to go clear. Perhaps I've made a mistake there, because if I'd thought, I mean, it might go clear, yeah. If I'd thought about it, I'd have pushed my ingredients that are in it sort of round the edge rather than sat on the top. But it's still cute. I do like it. In fact, do we set the spoon in it again? No, I'm not going to this time. But yeah, I like that. It is sticky. It is resin. So I'm going to leave that to dry. I've got a few crumbs left. I'll pop them back in one of the little pots, and it'll just look like she's got something in her cupboard, won't it? But definitely put something down on your table. Get some gloves if you're doing it with kids. Or make sure you've got like a wet cloth there immediately. So we do end up with a few bits and bobs that I can use for the dolls. I'll let that resin in there set, and then I can have that on the side. So we've got a few bits. That's quite cute. I don't know whether I want to pay a lot of money for them, but $6.99, that does me. I'm not quite sure on the mess, but it's a bit of fun. And I say I'm not quite sure about this either, what we're supposed to do with it. Do they join? No, they can't join, do they? Why have they got I think it looks like a little cake case. Do we find something to do with those? Because they're quite nice little cases. But do we really need all that plastic? I don't know. Perhaps we do, perhaps we don't. There's my little bit there. So I'm going to let them set, and I'll take pictures of them when they're set, so you can sort of see whether I've done it right or wrong, or whether I've made a mess of it. So thank you for watching that one. That was a bit of a weird video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the videos, please like, subscribe and share, etc. Let me know if you've had a go at these. Let me know what you think of them. Tell me if you've got series 3 yet. I really do like the look of that one. I can see why the poor other person got bubbles, because I presume with the fish tank, putting that resin in to get it without bubbles is not an easy task. So thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.